Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Coach Ryan, and in this video I'm going to talk about the golf swing a little bit and to give you just some thoughts and some ideas, maybe some disprove some things that you might have going on in your head, some misconceptions. But the first thing I'm going to tell you more than anything, when you're trying to break 100 or break 90, is you do not have to hit it perfect to do that. What you need to do is just to be able to control somewhat of the strike and where the direction of the ball is going. You don't even have to hit it solid to play under 90 golf, okay? So just remember that. Anything inside the trees, anything up near the green, in the fairway, all good shots, okay? So the number one thing I see that kills most people's technique is not necessarily the inability to hit positions or do the things that great ball strikers do. What it typically is, for most golfers, is a tension problem, meaning you're squeezing the club too tight. There's too much tension in your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your shoulders, your chest, and you're trying to use the big muscles right here, your chest, to try to power the ball. Now, I understand the theory and the thought behind it, but I don't know how many baseball batters you see with their arms locked dead stiff and their legs stiff trying to hit home runs. They look very relaxed. I don't know how many pitchers in baseball stand there with their arm locked dead straight trying to throw a ball overhand with some speed. Their arm is loose and relaxed, okay? So that's the first thing I would tell you. Let's just relax the tension levels that we have in our arms and our hands and our shoulders. I'm not saying to let your grip pressure be so light that the club's twisting all around. I can wrap my hands around this grip and have control of it, but I don't have to squeeze the life out of it to do it, okay? I know a lot of you probably think that squeezing tight gives you the sense that I can control the ball better, but what you're doing is you're slowing the club down and not letting it swing like it's intended to. So one of the best things you could ever do for your golf swing, in my opinion, would be just to hold the club lightly and just make constant swings with the golf club with no aggressive force, almost like it's kind of like a pendulum, just with a little more rotation, a little more acceleration, but no violent thrashes of speed. Because the more I put twists and torques on this grip, the more I can throw the club out, under, twist it, shut it, open it, all these different things. If I just let the club swing, the club will go back and through, back and through. Now, a great drill to do that can help just get a sensation of what this is you can do this with 3 balls, 5 balls, 10 balls, whatever, but you just set them up in a row. And our sole goal is just to make contact with each one of these balls with constant motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the club swinging back and through, not trying to swing as hard as I can, just back and through. I'm going to start to walk, hit, hit, hit. And what you see there is the only way I could have any success doing that is relaxing the tension in my hands and my arms and my shoulders. So I could just I could feel the weight of the club swinging back and swinging through. And my body is just responding to the motion of the arms going back and through. Now, what most people do is that they're really stiff and you stand at a dead static still. Well, the longer you stand still, the more you're gonna freeze. The more you freeze, the more you're gonna tense up. That's just natural reaction for everybody. So that is why you'll watch a lot of pros will be wiggling their feet, waggling the club a little bit back and forth. And what that is, it's just helping them stay relaxed so that they can make an athletic motion, letting the energy build up in the backswing and just release through on the follow through, okay? So again, what we're trying to feel is a very relaxed sensation of back and through. When I do that, try to repeat the same tempo, all of a sudden, the club feels like it's swinging effortlessly. It's doing what it's designed to do. Ball has relatively straightish ball flight. I mean, how many of you that are shooting in the 90s and 100 would love to hit a shot just like that? And you can. I'm not doing anything that anybody can't do. I'm also not saying this is the way to do it. It's just a way that I know I've helped players understand what it's like to let a club swing so it does some of the work. That effortless power that people say. Set up, boom. And as you notice, I'm not losing my balance. I'm not falling over. None of that, because I'm just swinging back and swinging through. The mass of the club going back turns my body. The mass of the club going through turns my body. This is a great way to play golf and work on your game if you don't get a lot of time to practice. This is really simple. This is a skill, learning to control the tension in your arms and learning to swing with some rhythm and some balance and some tempo. And so once again, if I stay relaxed, bam, another good one, right in the center of the face. I didn't even feel like I swung that hard. Now again, you don't have to be perfect, but those are all acceptable shots for 150 yards. I mean, 3 of them are on the green. So a lot of good stuff right there. That's all I need to do. And even if I miss it a little left or right, I've got a really good chance, hopefully, because I've been working on my 25 and my 50-yard shot, I have the ability to pitch it on and 2-putt, and at worst, make no worse than a bogey, and maybe get lucky and save a par. So again, all these videos are about finding ways to minimize the amount of stuff going on up here, causing all the indecisions and the doubt and the confusion. Let's simplify everything we do, get to bare minimum bones here of just learning to swing the club with some balance, where I can go back and through, hold my finish. And if I can do that, you'd be amazed at how much more solid you start to hit the ball and how much more control you'll probably gain. Give that a try. If you like this video, love this content, think someone else could use this, they're too tense and you notice it, hit the share button. Subscribe, like, and share. Everybody, I appreciate your following, and I look forward to presenting more information for you and hopefully helping you crack that 100 or that 90 barrier.